This last year has probably been the best year of my life. I've been to so many places. We started off 2023 going from Hawaii to Guatemala to Australia to Europe, back to Europe again, now from Costa Rica to Peru. This has been crazy, but it hasn't been smooth. It's actually been a very rocky journey, and I actually sacrificed quite a bit to get to that point. So I'm going to basically start off and share my journey with you guys and hopefully give you guys some tips on how you can kind of implement it into your own life, because it does come with a lot of sacrifices and instability, especially at the current place we're in, which is pretty unstable, but we're on the up and up towards more and more stability, which is nice. When we started, I was a personal trainer. Lexi was just getting started on TikTok. She wanted to do travel TikTok. She grew her account up to 100K followers in a month because this was peak TikTok growth season. Found her niche. She had great content already from her past, traveling with her family, grew to 100K. And I was personal training. I was working at this private gym. Basically, Lexi had an opportunity to create content for other brands, and she's getting a lot of brand deals and stuff. And one of the companies she's working with, a marketing company, they reached out and they're like, "Hey, do you have any male content creators by chance, or do you know anyone?" And Lexi's like, "Well, my boyfriend might be interested in it." So she kind of led herself to me, and I started creating these male content videos. It was kind of crazy. I was doing like male trimmer videos. I was talking about car company ads, doing a bunch of different awesome, funny things, interviewing people on the street, or we went to Cannon Beach. I started interviewing people, and that's kind of how I got myself kind of into this creative world, the creative world, which is really fun. After personal training, Lexi brought up the idea of like, "Hey, my aunt lives in Portland. She's going to be gone in London for a month. Need someone to pet sit for her." So I was like, okay, I would be interested. Let me try to find some remote work. So while personal training, I was looking for some remote work. Thankfully, I got a couple more opportunities in the UGC space because it's a new and emerging space and not too many people are doing it, and they need male creators. So I got a couple opportunities there. And alongside that, I had an opportunity to become a marketing director for this healthcare consulting company. And that was fantastic. It came at the right time as an hourly rate. Not too bad. So I started off in Portland. I got all the positions I needed, travel and work remotely and make relatively the same income I did while personal training, which is honestly a blessing. Honestly, I'm grateful for it. And we stayed there completely for free for Portland. We got to use our car, traveled all around Oregon. Fantastic experience. If you haven't been to Oregon, absolutely have to go to Oregon. Such a great state. From there, we did a road trip. So a month after that, we decided, okay, let's go burn out the last of my car and go ahead and do this big, massive road trip. So we went on this West Coast road trip. Lexi works at a coffee shop that's in a Marriott hotel. So we basically get these crazy cool discounts since she works at Marriott. So we just basically stayed at Marriotts across the country, paid anywhere from like $20 to $35 each to stay at these Marriotts per night, which, if you know, it's cheaper than rent. It's cheaper than rent. Gas was quite expensive. Food can be a little bit expensive, but we basically took the loss in order to do this trip a little bit. And then after that, we hunkered down at home, stayed at home for the holidays, for Thanksgiving, for Christmas, and then got the opportunity to go to Hawaii for a month because Lexi's friend lives in Hawaii. So we stayed there for a month, had a great time, and really enjoyed it. And this is when I got introduced to another great opportunity into the podcasting world. So I started creating content for this podcaster, helped him out with short clips to get his name out there. And those videos started doing really well. If you know those Alex Hormozy style videos, I started doing those. And I was quite good at that. I loved doing that video editing. And I started with him at a low rate and then hoped that we could go ahead and build from there. After Hawaii, I got some great content for Lexi. Her content kept on booming. We kept on a great pace, great roll here. We took a month break. We took a 2-week break and went to Guatemala. Like, oh my gosh, what an experience Guatemala was. I recommend top Central American country, Guatemala, to see volcanoes, go to the ocean, go to beautiful lakes with volcanoes surrounding it. Stunning. We went there, all went well. After that, we decided to go to Europe. I still wasn't making too much money, so I was still budgeting a little bit, and we went to Europe for a month and a half with Lexi and Lexi's friend, went to Amalfi Coast. Beautiful, stunning, absolutely worth doing, 100%. Go to Italy. Italy is my favorite country in Europe, at least. Italy's such good food, has everything you need. And after that point, I went to Australia. Australia was kind of a difficult point for me. It was fine at first, and then halfway through, I got hit with a banger of a move, and it just was so unfortunate because my boss, he unfortunately had cancer, and not only that, while simultaneously getting cancer, his clients, there's a shift in regulation state that he was working in, and a lot of his clients had to let him go. So he got stripped away from a lot of the finances that he was getting from the business. So he had to make cuts, and unfortunately, I was one of those cuts. So marketing was cut from me. I lost 60% of my income and was going from already a financially iffy situation to much financially worse situation. And we had, Lexi was doing this deal with Australia. We had 4 weeks left of Australia. It was a 5-week trip. We had 4 weeks left. So basically we had to nickel and dime it. It was a pretty rough period. And after Australia, I was able to land some more side projects. Was able to continue doing some more video editing stuff for different people, increased my rates with the podcasting client that I've been working with, and able to get that into a steady-ish type of income. It took me all the way 3 months after that in Turkey to land another client. And then I stayed with just 2 clients until Costa Rica. I built up to 4 clients. Yesterday, I got another client. So now we're at a total of 5 clients, and I went from a financially kind of unstable place to really believing myself, being patient, being relentless, really focusing on my clients, focusing on driving growth and focusing on making this the life I want it to be, to now being in a pretty good spot, pretty good financial spot, like not having to worry about as much in the near future, which is really nice. Now I'm in that spot. We'll see. I gotta maintain this spot. I created a team as well to help me manage that workload. We're in Peru. We're doing much better than we were in Costa Australia, and we're kind of on the up and up. And if you want to grow, work remotely, travel, the best way now to do it is honestly to start your own thing, to reach out to people, find something that is unique to you, or find something that is a solution that you want to solve, or even if it's anything social media. So many people need help with social media, and so many more people every single day are realizing how important social media is. So if you want to dive your foot into the water and do that, that is 100% one of the best ways to do it. There's many other ways. You can do it online too. You just got to find an online skill, find ways that will be important for other people to use that they don't have it. I know AI is an up and coming space too. Anything systems related or helping people relieve any sort of pain in their business. If you can do that, if you can help people with that, just double down on it, focus on it. Don't be distracted by anything else, and really focus on reaching out to people, starting at a low rate if you need to, and really building out your reputation. Because if you do good work for good people, they will spread the word. Eventually, you will get heard. Most of the clients I work with right now are just solely from word of mouth. Like I do outreach. I got a couple clients from outreach and from increasing my LinkedIn presence. If you do good things for good people will want to talk about you. So that is kind of my journey, business and travel. It's still difficult. It's still tough. Like it can be stressful at times, but I mean, look at this. Like it's February. We're in Peru. I'm in a rooftop. Life's pretty good right now. Yeah, life's pretty good. I can't complain. I would recommend anyone doing this, and if you're able to, because the US, the 9-to-5 world is in a pretty tough place. So if you don't want to be stationary, if you're willing to replace stability with instability, if you're willing to take a little bit more stress in some areas, but relieve some stress and some patience in other areas, this is a good way to do it. I mean, you get to live life in your control, live life how you want to, and yeah, it's a great route. Not a route for everybody. Definitely not a route for everybody, but it's kind of the route that I've been choosing and I've been doing and I've been growing from. And everyone's journey, I'm realizing, is super unique. I've been meeting with a bunch of other entrepreneurs that travel as well, and everyone's just out here trying to kind of do the same thing. They're trying to get their own freedom, trying to provide for themselves, for everyone around them, and yeah, really live the best life they can while making it as meaningful as they can. So if you have that goal, I'd say definitely try to pursue it and try to make the most of it. But yeah, I know I didn't create a vlog for today. I decided to replace it with this message, this story of my journey. So we didn't really have anything too interesting yesterday, so that's why. But that's all I got for you guys today. Wish you the best of luck. If you have any questions, you know, I'm a small account right now, so feel free to message me on here, message me on Instagram, message me wherever. I can answer whatever. Peace.